This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
Hello and welcome
to Rewind with Karen and Georgia.
This is a show where we unlock the diary of our old episodes with the key of our current feelings plus case updates.
That was amazing.
Right?
That's exactly what we're doing.
Well, that's the work of Allison Agosti.
Oh, it's written right there.
It's written on this piece of paper.
I thought you just blew that out of your brain.
Well, that's good writing. But it's already there and it sounds real natural.
That's good acting. Okay, today...
It's good reading.
Today we're rewinding to episode 99, which we named Shin Kick.
Shin Kick.
I wonder why. Let's find out.
This episode originally came out on December 7th, 2017.
So let's get into the intro of episode 99.
Do you hear the sounds
of the podcast train?
Of the ghost podcast train?
Oh, there hasn't been a ghost podcast train in 25 years. That voice has gone totally into a Southern Belle area where it doesn't belong.
I love it there. I want it to stay there.
It was supposed to be an old a minor 49er.
Yeah.
But no, I've changed the scene.
I don't care. I love it there.
Great. Thank you for your support.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder.
Yes. That's Georgia Hardstark.
That's Karen Kilgariff.
And we're here to talk to you about a couple things called crimes
and truthness.
We love truthness. We also enjoy talking about crimes.
We'll never lie to you. We'll not get things right.
Yes, not intentionally.
Right.
You're right.
But we won't lie.
But there will be times where we deeply mislead you. And get you to say the wrong thing to your friends and coworkers in a braggy voice.
But they'll believe you because of your tone.
Right. And your delivery.
Yeah. What we're telling you is it's all about tone incantation.
It's all about incantations and it's all about spells. And it's about having short-term jobs that you don't have to go back and see the same people after like 2 weeks because you've lied to them so much.
God, you meet one person in the 8 jobs you've had as a temp that's like you're the best person you've met.
Then you will go on to marry that person.
Right.
This is our guarantee to you. So
we don't lie to you.
Look around the office right now. Is your 8th person your future spouse sitting near you? Pick them. You have 15 seconds.
Kick them?
Pick them.
Oh.
Kick them.
I'd rather you kick them.
Kicking them is a great way to start the flirting. If you take it from me, 7-year-old Karen Kilgariff, a good shin kick there's no better way to say I love you.
Karen has stuck with her flirting technique and she'll never let it go. And we like your tenacity.
Thank you. I feel like having a big butt is gonna come into fashion. I just have to wait it out. There was a time where I thought, no, kicking people in the shins would never come into fashion in terms of flirting. But so many things have.
Kicking in the shins is gonna be the only way we let anyone know
to break through, to say, hey, you matter to me.
Yeah.
So prep yourself
Before you
wreck your shins.
I do have a really quick shout out to the two ladies.
Please do.
The two so we just finished our last weekend tour of 2017.
Yep.
In St. Louis and Kansas City. It was a fucking amazing, fun weekend.
Thanks you guys.
Thank you. We meet a bunch of awesome people after the show at the meet and greet. And everyone, like every fourth person comes up in a shirt, a homemade My Favorite Murder shirt that's just funny and weird and shit that we don't remember saying or is like something they drew. It's always funny. Oh, there was two girls that had Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered in wingdings.
Yes. I was like, do people, it was, SSDGM wingdings.
Right.
And I was like, is anyone able to read wingdings off the dome and then know what that says? And they were like, not yet.
It's the best.
That
was great. And then there were two other ladies and they had shirts that just said promo code murder. And I was just like, you fucking subtle as fuck. Badass bitches.
We laughed so hard.
Like it never even crossed our minds that was like a funny thing.
The wingdings also included a bomb.
Yeah. Cause I think murdered must be bomb. Right?
Well,
there was a bomb at the end, like the little like cartoon bomb.
But I thought those things only represented the letter.
Yeah. Oh.
So it wouldn't be murder, but I just thought it was coincidental that a bomb would be in there because it was SS. I think it was the D was a bomb.
I don't know.
Something in there. It doesn't matter. It was still great.
It was the bomb.
It was great looking. It was the bomb. Also, someone in Kansas City, by the time it got back to us, we got so many nice presents and thanks you guys. We got tons of stuff backstage. There's a lot of people that were worried saying, we gave you something and then they took it away from us.
The shit you guys bring, the theater is like, you cannot bring that in here.
You can't bring the severed head of Ted Bundy into our theater. Please don't. But it's actually a cake. Sorry, you can't.
Yeah.
So we got a whole table full. It was like Christmas backstage for us. Somebody made a plastic baggie filled with the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had. God. I think there was either Rice Krispies or cornflakes in them. Yeah. So they were really small and crispy. Mm-hmm. Whoever did that, God bless you. I ate maybe 6 of them just standing there talking.
We got a full cheesecake.
Oh my God. People went crazy for that cheesecake.
We got a haunted, scary clown.
the doll?
Right, it's over there. Yeah. So these lovely women, these two women brought, I don't know where the fuck they must have found it at, like, I think they said a secondhand shop.
Yeah.
And they were like, somehow they saw it and were like, Karen and Georgia need this. Which, like, what does that say about us? It was like a Raggedy Ann homemade clown doll from the 70s. Knitted. That, like, clearly whatever child got it was terrified of it because it didn't look like it had been touched.
No.
Because one side of the clown was a happy clown. And then you turned it over and we were going to post it. And it was the most terrifying clown sad face you've ever seen.
Yes, with silver tears knitted onto the face.
Steven, you're going to have to post it. Okay.
It is so upsetting. And also the best part was the way the girl, this was in St. Louis. Yeah. The way the girl walked up holding it, or woman. Sorry, I always do that. She held it like she was also a ghost. Like she walked up really weird and stiff and kind of like really slow.
Like she had been looking forward to giving this to us for 2 months and she was like, finally it's here.
Yes, it was so good. Everything about the presentation.
She said to me, she goes, turn it over.
Yeah. And then it was horror show.
Yeah.
So anyway, you guys will see it.
Steven?
I was going to say wingdings, the bomb is M. M in murder.
Yep. Oh,
right.
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
So M just happens to be a bomb. Look at that.
It's so perfect for us.
Dude. Wingdings was made for us.
Oh my God. Wingdings?
Wingdings is like my personal.
I didn't know I loved, like, cause I've loved a lot of fonts, mostly Times New Roman, but Wingdings
well,
is
you
now.
know I only use Georgia font.
I know.
But from here on out, I'm doing my fucking bullet journal only in Wingdings from now on. Goodbye.
Oh, it's so perfect. Okay, bye.
Bye.
What
do you have?
I was going to say, A couple things about My Sweet Audrina. Because I was talking about it over the weekend with people at the live shows. I'm glad you
care, because I don't.
I really care so much. And I know that there are people who like sped through reading it. And there are people who responded of like, I thought we were going to do a book club.
We told them we were doing a thing and then we were like, nope, goodbye. Yeah. Which is like, this is episode 99. If you don't know that by now.
Yeah. Flakeroo. Except for I really do. It's just taking me forever to read it because this book, I'm attacking it on two fronts, which is I have the hardbound copy next to my bed, like an old widow. And then I eat out a box of chocolates as I read it. And then I also have the audiobook. So I was listening to it on the plane and I just would like to read a couple.
Karen, this makes me so happy.
Oh, and also so many people have said you have to listen to Teen Creeps because they have this great episode on this. But I don't want to listen to that until I am done reading this book. So it doesn't influence what I'm saying in any way.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I will definitely do that because so many people have recommended it, even our own Steven.
They did an episode of, what episode was it?
Well, they've done My Sweet Audrina, but I was just going to say, I've been on the podcast twice and it's been really fun.
Okay.
Lindsay and Kelly are really sweet. And I mean, the fact that they read a book every week to do this podcast is incredible.
What? Oh, but it's mostly YA.
Yeah, it's all like R.L. Stein and Christopher Pike and everything.
Still,
this shit's
still that's 200 pages. Yeah. How do they do it?
Read me a thing.
Okay.
We have to write a book report. They have to read a book.
They have to read a book and talk about it.
And report
it. Okay. So I'm now in the part where she meets. No, I don't have his name written here.
Boring old Audrina.
We're boring old second best. Nobody likes you.
Shut up, Audrina.
You're not the dead one, therefore you're not as good, Audrina.
Calm down, Audrina. We call her.
Second best. Second place is first loser.
First is the worst. Second is the worst.
Second is worser. She goes into the forest, which she's constantly forbidden to go into.
You're stupid. We've told you.
By her family.
How many times?
She's 9. Oh, quick reminder for people. She's 9 years old. Then she goes into the forest. There's a home in the forest where, and of course I'm picturing it like full on gingerbread house. And in the house is a boy. I think his name is Auden. And then his mother lives there too. And she hides behind a tree and watches him rake the yard. And in the book, it's talking about like how he has a hot ass and shit. He's 12 years old. I swear to God.
Is VC Andrews okay?
I mean, I think she's just laying out a lot of like, let's just break all these taboos. Then, she gets caught being in the woods. Being a peeping Tom.
Stalker.
Yes. Yeah. A 9-year-old stalker. And so her father comes storming in, grabs her. Every interaction with her and her father, I get so nervous it's going to boil over into incest. Every time they talk or have breakfast or whatever, there's so much inappropriate intensity. Yeah. But at one point he says to her, common people will drain your specialness. And I had to write it down because he's saying like, you're too good to talk to those people in the woods.
Oh, you, Audrina, who we're making you the creepiest creep in Creepville. Yeah. Don't talk to common people. They're fucking. Yeah. She's like, take my specialness, please.
I'm so sick of this specialness. But like quick reminder, she's a 9-year-old and her hair is all colors and her eyes are all colors.
Right. What the fuck was that? It changed. Oh.
It's like she's a calico child. And that's part of her specialness.
Okay.
Also the description of when Vera gets spanked by Daddy.
Oh yeah.
And it's down to like her ass burning through her thin underwear. Like it gets into a detail where I'm like, nope, I
think we need to talk to VC Andrews.
Is she available?
I don't know. We need to have a little fucking quickie convo with her.
I mean, look. It goes right up to the edge and then scatters back.
And then kicks it in the shin.
Oh, and then I said this at the show the other night, but my favorite, I'm assuming it's a misprint. It's, she describes somebody, and I'm pretty sure it's Cousin Vera coming down the hall, clumsily clumbering. Which I'm like, I'm almost positive clumbering isn't a word.
The clumbering makes so much sense, though.
It makes more sense, but you can't, if you're going to say clumbering and not lumbering.
We don't need clumsy as well.
Get clumsy out of there and get a different adjective without the CL at the beginning, because now you're clumsily clumbering you're borderline like Rod Dahl. Why don't you just start singing a song, Oompa Loompa style?
And it's like, okay, stop tripping over your own fucking feet.
Yeah.
You know.
Who, Vera?
Everyone.
She's a big fucking clumberer.
It's the girl. Oh, okay. Speaking of books about children, I have one to talk about.
Okay.
But this is a bad one. I mean, not this is a badder. This is a real one.
Okay.
So last week we got in our PO box a couple books from a woman who lives in Ohio and gave us 2 like Ohio true crime books. You took one, and I kept the other and started reading it. And I am halfway through and I'm fucking obsessed with it.
Okay.
And it's so good. This is a woman named Karen sent these to us, and it's this one's called Amy: My Search for Her Killer. Here, I'll show it to you because this is a true crime one. Her name's Amy Mahalovic. She's from a Cleveland suburb, and she disappeared in October of 1989. And this dude, James Renner, who's the author, who's like, he like pitched it to his like newspaper in town that he was working on. And now this whole book is written by him trying to find out and going through fucking each suspect and talking to the main investigator, the FBI agents, the fucking family. And it's written so well. And he inserts himself in the book in a way that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Because he was the same age as she was when she disappeared, a town over. And like, so it's part of him in the way that we understand.
Hometown. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The way that we remember growing up and seeing this person's face and how much it meant to us. And it is such a fucking good book.
Amazing.
And I can't wait to finish it. So it's called Amy: My Search for Her Killer by James Renner. And I'm totally obsessed with it.
And in case you can't find it, because it looks pretty, it's published by Gray and Company Publishers, www.grayco.com.
Grey?
Gray. So if you can't find it in normal ways, it's on grayco.com.
It's written so well. James Renner, you can tell how much it means to him when he's writing it, and it makes the book so heartfelt and interesting and wonderful, and I really love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He's got a good face.
He does.
Yeah. You really did read a lot of that.
Yeah.
Dang, girl.
All weekend I've been reading that.
Good girl.
I know. Instead of drinking. I'm like, I can't drink too much because I want to read this book. Thanks, James. You fucking cured my alcoholism.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. James. You should send him a Starbucks card. Oh, I swear to God, that wasn't an intentional segue, but I would like to thank,
Live Nation?
Yes. No.
Oh.
I went to Starbucks the other night in Glendale because just running errands, and it was the night before. I get so weird before we leave when we travel, and I have to buy things that I want to make sure are there when I get back. I get real OCD weird.
Plus you're like black dress. I need a black dress and all that.
No, nothing I actually need. I do things like I need coffee. So I have coffee here when I get back.
Wow.
Like weird.
Ooh, I wonder what that means.
It's just like, it's part of my not wanting to leave the house in the first place. So I start telling myself, like, if I go, I won't be ready. Yeah, I have a real stalking problem.
Huh.
But I went
does Audrina. So does the second and worst shitty Audrina.
The creepiest and peepiest Audrina.
The creepiest, peepiest, stockiest ever.
9-year-old behind a rain tree.
With a fucking 12-year-old butt, Audrina.
There's like a whole picnic scene where I'm like, 9-year-olds and 12-year-olds don't go on picnics.
9-year-olds and 12-year-olds are 100 years apart.
Yes.
No 12-year-old wants to talk to a 9-year-old.
Unless she has hair that's purple, gold, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, so I went to the Starbucks closest to the designer shoe warehouse. And I went in, and the only coffee they had out was Christmas blend. So I asked the girl behind the counter if they had Italian. That's my kind. She says, hold on, I'll get my coworker to go look for it.
Are you fascist?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Italy just from like 1935 to right around 43.
Fair enough.
The girl comes out of the back holding like the one bag of Italian. And when the doors fly open, she's like, oh my God. And then I was like, hey, I was like, that's for me. And she's like, okay, I love your podcast. And then that's my favorite reaction when people seem genuinely bummed. Like they don't want to say it, but they've already acted weird.
Yeah.
And it was super cute. Anyway, long story short, She didn't act weird. That sounds judgmental. Yeah. She was very sweet and seemed happy and surprised. And then she gave me a free pound of coffee. And I was like, wait, hold on. I don't want you to pay for my coffee. And then she's like, no, we get a free pound every week. It was like her
pound she would have had at home with her roommates.
That's right. I'd like to take that away from her.
Right. So thank you to
Mariah at the Glendale Starbucks. You fronting me your friends and family coffee. That's what she said anyway.
Friends and fascist coffee. Thank you, Mariah.
My Mussolini sips. I love it. I love Italians. I love the way they make coffee.
And did you come home from your trip happy that you had coffee?
Yes. Pre-ground. Already in the thing.
Come on.
Because the mistake I always make is then, forget it. I'll just get the whole bean at the grocery store.
No.
Never. Terrible.
Listen.
It creates garbage on your counter.
Don't want that.
Can't have it. Steven's got one.
Steven's pointing at a thing.
No, I was going to say, it all recorded.
Oh, good. Okay. Steven almost deleted this entire episode of
the magic
that just happened.
You heard it. How could any of that get recaptured? I love thinking of people who start this podcast this late on, and the way we start this thing is like a word puzzle. Like, who the fuck would know what was going on?
Why are they talking about My Sweet Audrina and kicking people in the shins? Oh, it's the first night of Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah.
A Hanukkah miracle happened today.
What was it?
So my thing that I'm happy about this week at the end of the episode was going to be that my mom and I are going to therapy on Thursday. She's coming with me to therapy.
Wow.
We're going to sit in therapy together and work out why she's such a fucking stupid bitch. No. We're going to work some shit out.
We're going to work it out.
Because we're fighting right now and not speaking. But here's what happened. I accidentally told her it was Tuesday, our therapy appointment. So she called me and was like, where the fuck are you? She was like, where are you? And so I made her come meet Vince and I for lunch and we worked some shit out.
Oh, that's good.
Really well. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So everything's good now.
Are you still going to go?
She can't. She has to work.
On Thursday?
Yeah. So it wouldn't have happened because I fucked it up.
Yeah.
But we talked and argued, and Vince being there made it really great because he's such a good mediator and everything. So everything's fine now. Not fine. Good. Everything's, human now.
Are you going to get her to go? Or do you think that window is closed?
No, she'll come. She's been offering it for years, and I've always been like, that's fucking condescending. Fuck you. You think that like coming to therapy and so you can tell me what's wrong with, I've been a dick
But
about
does
it.
she go to therapy?
Oh, yeah. We all go to therapy.
Oh, okay.
Everyone in my family goes to fucking therapy.
Got it.
Yeah. So that was a Hanukkah miracle.
Amazing.
Today. Yeah.
That you got to do it out of the office.
Right. Yeah. That we still were able to talk about what happened.
Oh, that's good.
With her mean text to me.
So thank you, Yahweh.
Yes.
And the angel Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
And those
Audrina.
guys.
And the first and best
Audrina.
That's all her.
Thank you.
That's all her.
She had white hair, I believe.
White. Yeah. It wasn't fucking changey colory. No. Like a fucking monster.
She wasn't a fucking cuttlefish. Please.
Oh,
Elvis loves cuttlefish.
Elvis is, what's the little, oh my God.
Jesus.
What's the one, Tiny Tim? It's Happy Christmas, everyone. Is that it? Is that it?
No. It's like you just revealed that you've been like a spy, a Russian spy, deep state Russian spy.
Listen, all I've seen is Scrooge.
It's
okay?
the Happy Christmas, everyone.
I said it was a Hanukkah miracle. Elvis fucking, this insane Siamese cat screamed. And then I said, it's a Happy Christmas, everyone. And
sorry. That just reminded me. My favorite shirt of the weekend was the woman who was wearing a shirt that said, "Make Paul Onions proud."
Oh, yeah.
I almost lost my mind. What is
wrong with you people?
It's the
You're the best people ever.
Funniest, best.
Who wants to go first? I went first at the insane Kansas City show that'll never be posted. That is one of my favorite shows. So sometimes you guys will have, if we sell out a show really, really quickly, our amazing, wonderful tour agent, Joe Schwartz, will be like, you guys, add a late show. and we'll be like, okay. And then we're like, why did we do that? It's really hard to do
It's pretty hard.
second show. And so we get on there and we're fucking hopped up on Diet Coke and fucking coffee.
And cocaine.
And like mini Twix bars. And we go up and it's fucking bananas.
And this one was especially bananas.
You say that yours was great. You saved it.
Here's the thing. It just is like such a roll of the dice. We're doing a thing that you probably should not do for a live show, which is we don't know what the other person's going to talk about, which makes it really fun and is the best part. But then like on that one with mine, I felt like I was in a car sliding on ice, like skidding into a brick wall.
I went first last time.
So I'll go first.
Okay.
And we're back.
That's right. We're back.
We are back.
Back in good old 2026.
2026.
No, thank you.
Here's the thing. It's like back then we were on the road a lot and we were at the hardest version of us being on the road, which was 3 cities a weekend, multiple cities a weekend.
Yeah.
Vince driving us in a minivan from city to city to city.
I don't think we knew we could say no to anything.
No, we kind of couldn't.
And I mean, it paid off.
Yes, it did.
We're here today.
And we had a real good time.
We had a great time.
I mean,
we ate so many egg bites from Starbucks that neither of us can eat them anymore.
The amount of bad eating I did while going, I have to stop eating like this, but there was literally, I shouldn't say literally, but almost no choice.
Because the nighttime menu for room service, well, I'm not complaining about room service. I will never complain about room service.
We're so privileged.
And you could get chicken strips
or mac and cheese
and a Caesar salad and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's
so
it.
We did that.
So we did it over and over again. This is where we tried to start the My Sweet Audrina book club and it doesn't work out.
This is the first of our
many
terrible book clubs.
Well, you know what's funny is like we should have a book club, but we can't figure out how to do it in a way that would be effective as a weekly podcast.
Right.
Because
or interesting.
I certainly cannot read a book, not only in a week, I'd say 3 months. I can't get that homework done.
I can listen to a book in 3 days.
Yeah.
But then I've neglected everything else in my life.
Yeah. Except for like vacuuming or things you can do while you're listening to a book.
My nails.
Right.
Okay, so no real big update on Amy Mihailovich's murder, the book I read of James Renner's. It remains unsolved as of today. Investigators have continued pursuing new DNA and forensic genealogy testing in the case. And James Renner, who's our friend now, has remained active in true crime media and cold case advocacy work through books, podcasts, and forensic genealogy work.
Amazing.
Yeah, love his work.
We also almost deleted this episode famously, which is crazy.
How did we do that?
So easy breezy with the delivery of these episodes.
To this day, the thought of I'm not recording still gives me chills. Like the thought of did I hit record?
We've done it. I think in COVID I did it one time.
Yeah, I did it once, and I think you've done it once. I think
for full episodes where we get to the end, we're like, ha ha ha, what a good time we had.
We need to make a promo code murder merch. We've never done that.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Thank you. I just came up with it. That's not true. It's from
it's from 10 years ago. But we'll circle back.
Now we're going to do it.
Now, Nicole and Vanessa, we will pull them in and we'll get this done.
It's not all me making our merch anymore.
No, that's right.
On fucking cut and paste.
No.
Promo code murder would be really cute.
Kat would be very hurt to hear you say that.
Oh, Kat? Oh, no. She did decorate it.
Kat.
But then I had to pick out the blanks and upload it.
Oh, no. You did it all.
I didn't.
You started our merch economy. It's incredible. Thank God you did it. You pulled my house out of foreclosure. You had to do all those things and then show me the piece of paper that said, here's how much we made this week.
Handwritten, scribbled.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh. This is the episode where we are given the haunted doll. Can we show pictures
the photo of the haunted
in case
doll?
You don't remember?
Oh, my God.
It's the doll with 2 faces. Can we see the other side? Happy?
Oh
no.
It's the scariest, homemade Raggedy Ann knitted.
This was given to us in 2017 at our St. Louis stop.
Okay.
A legendary show that we talk about often. Yeah. But somebody came backstage and was like, I got this, and now you're going to have it. And we kept it for as long as we could, and then you took it back out onto the road and gave it away. Am I right?
No, you know what I think I did? Also, first of all, this is the first gift or curse. AKA.
And it's very clear what the answer is.
I said no gifts. I think we packed it into mail. I think we were sending a listener something, and we put it in the box and sent it with it.
That's mean.
And made them take it.
Made them have it.
Yes. I don't. Who is that person? Write us. We're sorry. Are you still alive? Like, or did this doll kill you? Because Jesus Christ.
Who has this doll? We would love for you to reach out so we can bring you back into the fold and talk about how your life has either improved or fallen apart since we sent you this doll.
Probably deproved.
What if it deproved terribly and it's all our fault?
Well, the point was that she had to then give it to someone unwittingly. Like, it just has to go on and on. Like, we got it unwittingly. Yes. She got it unwittingly.
This is a chain letter of a doll, of a haunted doll.
That's right. It's like a hot potato, but with a terrifying doll.
You know why? It's the knitter, someone's great aunt, who put this thing together, decided that when they were going to do the sad face, they were just going to do white yarn, whereas the happy face has a nice flush to it.
And somehow that blue, their eyes look like they're bleeding.
Yeah. There's a lot of, that's like a doll that person died in an ice storm. That's the feeling I get.
The soul of the person who died in ice storms in that doll.
It's so scary.
All right, let's stop talking. Let's get into Karen's story about Jennifer Pan.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Now, this story, Guy Branum told me to do this a while ago when we were doing shows in Toronto. But I said, no, when he told me about it, I read up a little bit and then I was like, oh, it's too singular. It's too doesn't have enough, I don't know, bells and whistles or whatever.
Body.
And then, body? Yeah. But then I read it and that's not the case. And I knew it was a good story because for me, this story causes me more and more and more anxiety as I read it. So I'll tell you about, this is the story of Jennifer Pan.
Oh,
you know this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And I love it.
So I realized in reading these articles, what I found was that the real, mother, the source of this
mother
story, exactly. The original yeast dough of this story was from an article written by a woman named Karen K. Ho, a name I'll remember for the rest of my life, for, I guess a magazine called Toronto Life, because this girl knew Jennifer Pan and grew up with her, so was kind of giving a different view of how of the whole thing.
I feel like it's always different when the person who's writing the story knows what the town was like where they're from. You know what I mean? Because it can be like any fucking small town or suburb or whatever, but when you know what it's like, and what the high school is like, and what the curriculum and what the person's expectations are.
Yeah, the context, because
context.
And this one, yes, and it's the family context, especially in this story, because this is one of those stories about what they call the dragon parents. So there's tiger moms are one thing, but then there's another term that they were using in all these articles, and it was dragon parents or dragon father. Okay. So I think it's the ones that are way more intense. It's not just it's the kind that are insanely restrictive and insanely strict and tough, with really high expectations where there's you have no choice. Failure is not an option.
Right.
Okay. So on November 8th, 2010, at around 9:30 p.m., Jennifer Pan locked the front door of her family's home in Markham, Ontario, which is a suburb outside of Toronto, and went to bed. shortly afterwards, 3 men entered her home with guns. They ransacked the home. It was a home invasion, looking for money. They grabbed Jennifer's parents. Han is her father, and Bick is her mother. They took them down into the basement. Basically, they had a TV room down in their basement. Brought them down into the basement. They were demanding money. They looked all through the master bedroom. They tore up the whole master bedroom to find money. They kept demanding money. We're being invaded. Han, Jennifer's father, told them that he had money in his wallet. He was trying to think of other places that he could give them money from. And they end up shooting Han in the shoulder and then in the right eye. And then as Bick, Jennifer's mother, is screaming, they shoot her 3 times and kill her. Han survives getting shot in the eye.
Dad?
Yes.
How does that happen?
I don't know. It broke his orbital bone, the bullet, and it grazed the vein that goes down your throat. I guess is it your jugular or one of those? No, the carotid
vein.
The eye vein. His big tear duct. It basically went through his eye.
No, I don't like that.
But then I think out the side, and he survived.
Jesus.
Upstairs, they tied Jennifer to the staircase.
Banisters?
Thank you. To the banister.
The thing you stick your head through when you're a kid and get stuck. How old is she again? 16?
No, at the time she is 26.
Okay. Oh, wow.
But she looks 16.
Okay. She lives at home.
Yes. She lives at home with her very strict parents.
Okay.
So they tie her with shoelaces to the banister, and they shoot the parents, and then they all leave with whatever the cash that they've taken. I think it ended up being around $3,000 or something. Jennifer she loosens out of the shoelaces. She calls 911. She's freaking out. The cops arrive. Han comes out of the basement. He's able to get up and walk outside. A neighbor's the first one to find him. And he gets loaded into an ambulance. Jennifer gets loaded into an ambulance. She has a younger brother who is half an hour away at college. And they all get taken. She gets met by crisis workers at the hospital. They tell her father's in surgery, and that her mother is dead. She's at the hospital for a really long time. Eventually they realize that there's not even wounds, there aren't even red marks on her wrist from those shoelaces. So she is uninjured, and she ends up, they take her, once she's out of the hospital, they take her back to the police station, and the detectives question her and basically just kind of start asking her questions. What happened? Just, can you describe these people? They make her go through it once. Then they do another technique where they make her, and I also got a lot of this from Case File, one of our favorite.
Case File. That's the episode I listened to of this show.
That guy just does such amazing research.
It's just so dramatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was also pronouncing the mom's name Bicca, but I only ever saw it written that it was pronounced Bick. So
well, yeah, and he's Australian.
He's Australian. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something with his voice. So anyway, okay. So basically she goes, and the cops are like, tell me the story your way. Now tell it from above, and then see what you can remember.
It's so, that's so weird. Can you imagine having to do that?
Yes.
Especially of a traumatic event.
Yeah. Telling the story over and over again.
As you see the people acting it out it's so weird.
It's so crazy. But then that second way does help her to remember. And, she's able to describe the guys better in more detail. She remembers the names that they called each other.
Oh, yeah.
Different things that they talked about with the money, whatever. So it's a little bit effective. Then right before she leaves, the guy says, oh, and we need to check your phone, because if these guys, we think you know, her mom had just come home from line dancing class. So they're like, well, maybe somebody followed her or like she was targeted somehow. So if it wasn't her, then we want to see if it was you, if you were being targeted. So we need to know who you've been talking to. And then in this interview, cause on the case file thing that he has all the interview tapes. So it starts with the 911 tape where I was on the freeway.
Did you listen?
On the way over, and I grabbed that phone so fast. I was just, cause she is freaking out into the phone. And of course, you know, screaming. But then in the police interview tapes, she's crying. She's really upset. And then at one point he says, you need to sign this thing so we can look into your phone. And then she's like, and all of a sudden she has a bunch of questions about how they're looking into her phone and what that might mean. And he's basically going, it's fine because if you're not lying to us, it's just us looking at your phone. And then if you are lying to us, we're going to find out like who you've been talking to and if it's information we need to know. And that's when like the temperature changes a little bit. Cause up until that point, she was the victim. She was, you know, like the one of two survivors of a terrible home invasion murder robbery. So that, you know, it changes a tiny bit there. And then they start looking into her past and the people that she's been talking to. And it turns out that Jennifer Pan might not be the person that she has been presenting herself to be. Okay, so basically, her father, Han, had been a tiger dad. Well, we'll start at the beginning. Her parents were both born and raised in Vietnam, and they moved to Canada as political refugees in 1979. And they got married in Toronto, and then they lived in Scarborough neighborhood for a while. And that's where they had Jennifer in 1987, and then her brother Felix in 1989. The Scarborough neighborhood apparently was kind of rough at the time that they lived there. They both, Han and Bick worked at Magna International car parts manufacturer, and they worked really hard. So by 2004, they'd saved enough money to buy a large house, the 2-car garage in Markham. So Markham was a quiet suburb north of Toronto, predominantly Asian families, and it's just kind of like where people went. It was really just quiet, low key. And now Bick is driving a Lexus, Han's driving a Mercedes. Like, they're doing very well. And, it's reported they had $200,000 in the bank. So they were totally dedicated to their kids and getting their kids into college, making their kids as successful, you know, Canadians as they can. So they didn't allow Jennifer. Jennifer was playing piano from the age of 4. She won all these awards. She had like a room full of awards for how good she was at playing the piano. Then she got into ice skating, when she was a little older, and she did it every single day. And she wanted to go, she was like in training, and she had set her sights on being in the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver. Then she tears a ligament in her knee, and basically that dream ends for her. Man. When she was graduating 8th grade, she thought she was going to be the valedictorian, and she basically found out she was getting no academic awards and she was not the valedictorian. What? And that's like all of a sudden she was just like,
What's the point?
I'm not who I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And she had been working her ass off up to that point. So she didn't make a mark, and she was shocked and couldn't believe it. And that's totally unacceptable in her family. Right. Like, her family was like, always, all you do is like these extracurricular activities we've chosen for you very specifically. And then you're going to get a 4.8 GPA, essentially.
Is that even a thing?
No, she just has to do the impossible, essentially.
Right. Okay. Got it.
So some nights in elementary school, she'd come home from ice skating at 10, then do homework till midnight, and then go to bed. In elementary school.
Honey.
And in elementary school, she started cutting herself because the pressure was so intense.
Oh no.
To be successful in all these different things she was doing. So she was doing little horizontal cuts on her forearms.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. So then when she went to Mary Ward Catholic Secondary School, ice skating was over for her. So she started playing flute in the school band. But every day after school, her parents were there to pick her up when band practice was over so she could go home and study. But her grades for the way their family considered it, were failing because she was only getting B's.
God, I would have fucking paid for a B back then with my cello. With my shitty cello playing.
I mean, I don't understand why I got any of the grades I got, because I never tried, and I would get just a full variety from A to D.
Oh, it was just like, why try?
Yeah, I
learned that early.
It's very random. Yeah.
Why try?
Why try? Just have a good time.
Yeah.
So when she got her first bad, all B's report card freshman year, she took some old report cards, some scissors, some glue, a photocopier, and she made herself a brand new fake report card worth straight A's.
All A's.
Yep.
That's how you get all A's.
And in her mind, she said, universities don't consider marks from grade 9, Canadian grade 9 and Canadian grade 10. So in her mind, it wasn't a big deal. It didn't matter.
Fair enough.
And I'm sure she was thinking, I'm buying myself a little time. Here's these A's, and I'll work back up to A's. Sure. It'll all work out.
Sure.
She was not allowed to have a boyfriend. She was not allowed to go to dances. She was not allowed to go to parties. She was not allowed to spend the night at friends' houses. It was all about school and getting her schoolwork. In the spring, all her hard work and dedication paid off. She graduated from high school and won early acceptance to Ryerson University in Toronto. Her parents were happy. They wanted her to go to the University of Toronto, but Ryerson University was still great for them. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem. Jennifer Pan had early acceptance to Ryerson University, but then that got canceled when she flunked out of calculus, when she was a senior.
Oh no.
So that early acceptance was rescinded. Now she's not in any college.
Oh no.
So she starts doing what many people do. You pretend you're going to college every morning.
Yeah.
So this is like, now we're into me when I live in Sacramento and I'm flunking out of college, but my parents don't know. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing the thing where I go home for the summer and every day get up and run to the mailbox like I'm a child, excited for the mail, trying to get the report card before my parents do.
Because they're going to see it and know you're not going.
Yeah. My report card was like a 0.83 or something. Like I was only going to theater classes.
I mean, at least you're going.
It was insane.
Oh, no.
So she's doing the same thing, but she's kind of doing it in reverse. So she's saying she's going to school, getting up every morning, taking the train, and then just chilling out at cafes. She got a part-time job waitressing at a pizza place. And she was hanging out with her secret high school boyfriend, Daniel Wong.
Daniel Wong.
So she had been dating Daniel Wong since they went on a European, in high school bands, they went on a trip to Europe. Mm-hmm. And she'd only been friends with them up until that point. Mm-hmm. And I think the story was that she had an asthma attack in a smoke-filled bar and thought that she was going to die because she couldn't breathe.
And Daniel came to her rescue.
Daniel
Wong.
And talked her down, and then they became secret lovers. Yeah.
I was trying to hold my breath so you could finish that because it was so amazing, but I couldn't. Karen singing. Oh my God, Daniel.
They were secret lovers. So that had been going on. Also, she'd had a bunch of plates spinning at once, Jennifer Pan. So sometimes she would go over to his house. She finally convinced her parents that she needed to move in with her friend, Topaz, who lived close to college.
And had an amazing name.
And had the best name. Was she a stripper? We'll never know. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm picturing in my head.
Yeah.
Topaz in the apartment had the pole to practice on.
I mean, that's hard. Have you seen, this is some crazy ab work.
Dude, that's incredible dedication, strength.
Stamina.
I just fall asleep as I'm talking. Okay. So basically that becomes part of it. She's also telling her father that her grades are so good, she's getting $3,000 tuition scholarships. So it's just lies upon lies upon lies. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So,
because it's better than having to tell your parents that you're just a normal human being.
Right.
Which made me so sad. It's just to be I'm just average. And I want to just enjoy my life.
Yeah.
As a normal human is not acceptable.
Right. And there's a couple times in this article that, Bic, her mom, would be let her be herself, or she's okay as she is, and tried to like take the heat off a little bit. But she was also, Jennifer was the oldest. Yeah. And there's just so, there was so much pressure. It's the same kind of pressure in, like, I can equate it in the way of like in our family, Irish immigrants, like they call them lace curtain Irish, where they make sure everything looks really good because they think everybody thinks they're a scumbag. So they're like, here's our beautiful lace.
Look how well we're doing.
Everything's ironed, and we have 9 kids, but everyone's clothes are perfectly ironed because.
Well, it's a thing of like immigrant parents where it's like, I didn't go through what I went through for you to work in an office, like a boring office or in a pizza place or as even as an exotic dancer, like, which is all acceptable fucking jobs.
It's what everybody does.
That's not, I will not accept it. I didn't come here from Vietnam to fucking raise a child to not
be a superstar. You have to have like your own law firm. You have to, you have to do everything perfectly and never trip once, which is not only impossible, but also that's not how you get good at things.
Thank God my parents had no expectations for me whatsoever, aside from nothing.
My dad used to love to tell the story that they used to bring home their report cards to my grandpa, who they said D's and F's meant doing fine. And he dropped out of school when he was a kid. Great. So he was like, doing good, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
And they all became civil servants and plumbers and things that,
and
back then
lives.
You could make money by doing that. It's not like that anymore. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Go on.
No. No, but it's just funny how there are these pressures. In some way, it's like in some cultures, it's academic pressure. Mm-hmm. In some cultures, it's like you have to get married and have a family immediately pressure. Yeah. It just depends, but.
You have to be religious.
Stay in the clique.
Totally.
Stay in the fam.
Totally.
Okay. So Jennifer she's under the gun, and now she's 22 years old, and she has been lying to her parents consistently since like 8th grade, essentially.
Oh my God.
And having like a double life, which is kind of amazing. She's never gone to a party. She's never gone to a club. She's never gotten drunk. Her one relationship is her secret relationship with Daniel Wong. Mm-hmm. So basically, she then tells them that it was her father's dream for her to go to pharmacology school and become a pharmacist. Mm-hmm. So she's like, guess what, everybody? I got accepted. Like,
she just makes a thing up?
Yeah. She lies. She tells them that she got in. They're thrilled. She hadn't, but she starts buying used books and bringing home like pharmacology books. And when she would leave for school every day, it's stressing you out, huh, Stephen?
No, it just reminds me of the woman who did that for Stanford and pretended to be in Stanford for like 2 years. Same thing.
Like, because her family thought she was in Stanford?
Yeah, the family pressure, yeah.
Oh, so she lived in like Palo Alto?
And she would like sleep in... if a dorm, like a roommate dropped out, she'd be like, oh, I'm the new roommate. And she would sleep in people's dorms and stuff, pretending that she was a student, faking her grades, all the same stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's insane.
They kind of should get an honorary doctorate for getting away with it.
Yeah.
For like faking it for so long.
Don't pretend to be successful. Because then you have so much further to fall.
Yes. And also take that initial hit of like, I fucked up. Let the chips fall. They can only yell for so long.
Yeah. And take the initiative to lie and use that towards something better. You know what I mean? Like, you're a really good liar. Go get a job somewhere cool.
Right.
And build yourself up to management. Take that.
Lie your way to management.
Don't lie, but just like, you clearly are not stupid if you're able to fucking trick all these people for 2 years.
Get into sales.
Get into fucking sell houses.
Sell mobile phones on Hollywood Boulevard, right out on the sidewalk.
Right. Pharmaceuticals.
You start right around the corner in the alley.
There you go. My dad sold fucking Ginsu knives at fucking Walmart.
Hell yes.
Do it.
Those things can cut a Coke can.
And he showed you how at a Walmart. Marty! Go ahead.
So she instead goes for it in a major way. She majors in lying and tells her dad she's going to pharmacology school, which I just can't. It's almost like she's not even lying and going like, you know what? I got a job in California. I'll see you later or anything. She's not busting out. She's just like, continuing to try to make it work.
Like, I still have to live here.
Yeah. And I have to make these people happy, and I don't know how. So I'm just going to do it the way they demand. God. So she's buying fake textbooks, not fake textbooks, used textbooks like, the old pharmacology.
Right.
And then she's going to the library and watching videos and reading books on it and taking notes so that when she goes home, she has reams of notes. So it looks like she's really doing work.
So she could have actually been going to school this whole time doing that.
Probably. If she wasn't a B student, she could have. That was rude. So then she asks if she can stay at Topaz's house during the week because it's a way better commute. Her mom's like super empathetic and like, let's let her, it'll be so much better. Well, she's of course not staying at Topaz's house. She's staying at Daniel Wong's house.
Danny.
His parents, she was lying to his parents and saying it was okay with her parents that she was staying at their house. And then, so basically there was no one she wasn't lying to except Daniel Wong.
Oh, Daniel.
So basically when it was theoretically time for her to graduate from the University of Toronto pharmacology program, Daniel helped her find someone online to create a fake transcript with all A's in it. And then she told her parents when it was the graduation ceremony that that it was an extra large class and there weren't enough seats. All the students only got one ticket and she'd already given it to a friend because she didn't think one parent would want to go without the other parent. Yeah. I think that's when it might have started to stink a little bit to the parents. But then when, Jennifer told them that she was volunteering at Toronto's prestigious hospital for sick children, they noticed that she didn't have any ID, no uniform. There was nothing to prove that she officially worked there. So one day, they drop her off, or they insist upon driving her to work. And so then she gets out of the car and runs into the hospital. And then Han tells Bick, go in after her and follow her in. So she ends up going and running and like hiding for hours in the emergency room or in the waiting room. And basically Bick comes back out and like doesn't find her. And basically she waits them out until they leave. And then early the next morning, they call Topaz to say, hey, we need to talk to Jennifer. And Topaz, who just wakes up, is like, she's not here.
Yeah, isn't in on it.
Doesn't know what's going on. And basically they find out that Jennifer was at Daniel's house and the whole lie comes down. So basically she has to confess she never volunteered at the hospital for sick children. She wasn't in the pharmacology program, and that she had been staying at Daniel's house. She actually didn't mention that she'd never graduated from high school, and that her time at Ryerson University was fake.
So I didn't even know that shit.
Didn't admit to any of that. She got out what she could.
Yeah.
Of course, Han lost his fucking shit.
Sure.
The dad went crazy. Bick had to convince him to let her remain in the house. And they basically said, it's Daniel Wong or it's us. And if you go with him, you can never come back to this house again. So then she basically had to break up with Daniel Wong because she didn't know where to go or what to do. And they take away her cell phone and her laptop for 2 weeks. And then after that, they tell her, we're going to check your messages anytime we want to make sure you're not interacting with him.
And she's an adult.
Now she's like 25.
Oh my God.
So it's not, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So she finishes up she takes a calculus class, gets her high school, like GED or whatever. So basically her parents encourage her to apply for college for real. She makes money as being a piano teacher part-time. And, basically she can't go anywhere except for university or piano lessons. So she's 24. I said that. So, when she breaks up with Daniel this time, says, I can't see you anymore because I'll get kicked out forever. He's like, fine. Like, I can't take it anymore anyway.
Shit,
He starts dating somebody else. And they fall in love.
Oh no.
And of course, Jennifer doesn't handle it well. She falls into a deep depression. She attempts suicide. And at one point she tells Daniel that some men had home invaded their house and had gang raped her. And then she tells him that his new girlfriend mailed a bullet to her as a warning to stay away. That she basically insinuated that the new girlfriend, this was all her plan to attack Jennifer.
Yeah.
So somehow that story works.
Okay.
Because they end up getting back together.
Well, is she a really good liar at this point?
I think she must be. In the, like, that 911 call is so believable. I would have never doubted her.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in a way she was really, I mean, her parents were just attacked.
Right.
So I don't think she's a completely cold, like, sociopath or psychopath. But
she's been lying for fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
She has to be good at it and used to it. And it's a normal.
It's not keeping her up at night.
Yeah, it's not. And it's like a normal way to live your life is to start by trying to lie about something.
Yeah, that like if you're not getting what you want, get that manipulation going because you can't ever get anything kind of the direct way.
The default is to tell a person what they want to hear.
Yes. Or really play a huge card.
Right.
So that people go like, holy shit, stop everything.
Why would anyone lie? Like that?
Exactly. So basically Daniel himself is a bit of he has been kicked out of schools. He's a little, he got caught dealing pot when he went to that Catholic school that they went to together. He's a little, living on the edge a little bit himself. So when they get back together, basically together they figure out that her parents' life insurance policies would pay out $500,000. And that she's the beneficiary. And so Daniel starts helping her make a plan to have them killed.
Fuck.
Yes. So he says that he knows a guy named Lenford Crawford, the worst name of all time. A borderline V.C. Andrews name, Lenford Crawford. Daniel calls him homeboy. They start setting up a thing where like she has a separate SIM card and iPhone so she can talk to him and make this plan.
Smart.
Nobody finds out. And basically the plan is, when you're done like watching TV for the night, unlock the front door. So she actually left the front door unlocked. Then she went upstairs to her room. She flicked the lights in the study to give them the signal that it was time. Her mom had come home from line dancing, was watching TV. Her dad was, watching, the news in a different room. And basically these men came in and the men that home invaded and basically attempted to kill her father and killed her mother. It was all her doing and completely her setup.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, which, it felt like we were getting to that. It's not the biggest reveal in the world,
but it's so sad.
It's so fucking crazy and over the top. And then basically the third time they bring her, so the cops, the first time they think they're just getting the story from her, the first interview. The second interview, they're kind of like, let's talk about this again and go over some details.
Matching up almost.
Yeah. And it's always, it's like the family is what's looked at first, always.
Plus the dad was supposed to die. Yeah. Right.
Yes.
So the dad was supposed to die. Was the mom supposed to die?
Yes, they both were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially the third time they interrogate her and they use something, I think it was called, I didn't write it here, but basically a guy named Jeremy Grimaldi is a journalist. In 2016, he published a true crime book, about Jennifer called A Daughter's Deadly Deception, the Jennifer Pan story. And in that he talks about they used this interrogation technique that might not have been above board, where they basically trick you into trusting them and then
waterboard
like it's almost like one guy is good cop and bad cop.
Oh.
Waterboard you.
And then they waterboard.
And then they just waterboard you.
Wait, so the guy is like, you trust me, you trust me, you trust me. Now I'm angry and you need to make me not angry anymore because I'm your friend.
Yes. Like they lull her into a sense of kind of like she's being talked to like, yes, you're a victim too. And I bet it was really hard. Your dad was really mean and strict and whatever. And then just boom. And they like, it's like that kind of shock and awe thing. I didn't read the whole thing but you can read this book where it talks all about that, how that interview might not have been totally fair.
Oops.
But at the end of the day, she is the person who hired those people.
Yeah.
And, essentially, at the trial, her own father took the stand and told the story of what happened. That was March 19th, 2014. He basically had to get up on the stand and tell everybody how these men came in and he survived. When he woke up, after getting shot into the eye, he woke up to his dead wife laying there next to him and then like got out of the house thinking that everyone had been killed.
Yeah. Like, where's my daughter? Is she okay?
Yeah.
I'm worried about her too, probably.
Of course. And then slowly finds out that she's the one behind it. Horrible.
Oh my God.
So after 10 months of this trial, Jennifer Pan, Daniel Wong,
Homeboy,
Lenford Crawford, and this guy's name was David Milveganam.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of Milveganam. They all got they were all convicted for murder and attempted murder, and each received a life sentence with no chance of parole for 25 years. And then the third guy, Eric Carty, who is the one that tied her to the banister, he's tried separately. So, so basically read Karen Cahoe's article in Toronto Life magazine, Jennifer Pan's Revenge, the inside story of a golden child, the killers she hired, and the parents she wanted dead.
Oh my God.
That's the article you're going to want to really get into, because there are pieces of this article in every other article I read. Yeah. That's what everyone's basing it on, Karen Cahoe's.
Because you'll never understand unless you have like been raised in a family like that.
Yeah,
That's
but there's
crazy.
It's like so strict, but then there's people that have had terrible parents. They don't have their parents killed. It's just that weird turn of like,
yeah.
It just stresses me out so bad. It's like, I've done that exact thing where you're like, okay, that fucked up. Now I'm going to make up a new thing that's going to get fucked up, and I'm going to do that dumb thing. And like, the more complicated you make it, the worse you're making it for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one, dude.
It's crazy.
Good job.
Thanks.
That is bananas. Vince had a friend. She was a comedian from Michigan, and they all went to New York, and her name was Joanne, and she came from that kind of family where she had been lying to her family. They all thought she was going to school to be a dentist, and she was actually a comedian, and didn't tell any of them. And then out of nowhere, she fucking jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah.
And killed herself.
I remember hearing about that.
It's just so sad. Like, she just couldn't tell them that she was doing what she actually wanted to do in life.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's just like such a sad thing to me. I can't imagine.
And I bet so sad for the family who think they're applying pressure in just the right way or whatever. They're doing what they know.
Right.
And I'm sure never in a million years is that the result they're looking for.
They'd rather have their daughter as a comedian and not what they wanted her to be than what they wanted her to be. And alive, right?
Of course.
It's always made me so sad, even though I didn't know her.
It's so tragic. Yeah. I remember a lot of people I know knew her, and they're really upset about it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. Karen, you have updates, yes?
I do. In 2024, Netflix released a documentary called What Jennifer Did about this case. It includes interviews with police officers and people who were in Jennifer's life and footage from her police interviews.
Jesus.
In 2023, the Ontario Court of Appeals overturned the first-degree murder convictions in the killing and ruled the original trial judge didn't allow the jury to consider whether Han was the only intended target of the murders.
Wow.
Then in April 2025, the Supreme Court ruled that there should be new first-degree murder trials for all 4 people accused in this case, but affirmed the convictions of attempted murder. Jennifer then pled guilty to manslaughter in her mother's death in March of 2026, so just a couple months ago. I mean, it's just been ongoing, and she got a life sentence, but now she's eligible for parole.
What?
Because it's time served.
Yeah.
And then Lenford Crawford is the only one who's been convicted to apply for parole. He was denied last year. Eric Carty, who was tried separately from everybody else, was sentenced to 18 years in prison, although he did die in prison under mysterious circumstances. What? And then Kate Winkler Dawson actually did an episode of Wicked Words from August 9th, 2021, about this called Karen K. Ho, Jennifer Pan's Revenge, where Kate interviewed Karen K. Ho, the woman who grew up with Jennifer Pan, and wrote the article for the Toronto Life about this case.
Wow.
So if you want to go listen to Kate Winkler Dawson, who's a great interviewer, talk to Karen K. Ho about this, you can go listen to that.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. And now it's time to get into George's story from this episode about the murder of Irene Garza. Yeah.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. We can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Okay, here's my turn. This is a timely story because it's a cold case that finally, hopefully, this is the end, came last week. But this is a story that I've been interested in. It's one of the 48 hours. We've all watched it. It's really interesting. Texas Monthly. I got a lot of this information from the Texas Monthly, which we love. Texas Monthly.
The best.
Article called Unholy Act by Pamela Colloff, Colloff. This is the story of fucking priest John Fight. And the murder of Irene Garza.
Oh, I don't know this.
Oh, honey.
Oh, shit.
Fucking buckle the fuck up.
Buckle down, baby.
Settle in. Buckle up. Ow. Hit your foot on the coffee table.
Kick the coffee table as hard as you can.
Kick the coffee table.
Like you have a crush on it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So Irene Garza is born in 1934. She's this dark-haired Hispanic beauty from McAllen, Texas. It's an agricultural area.
Agricultural.
Thank you. Area south of Texas in the Rio Grande Valley, 5 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border. In high school, Irene had been crowned Miss All South Texas Sweetheart.
Shit.
And McAllen High School, where, everyone's fucking white back then. She had been the first Hispanic twirler and head drum majorette.
Wow.
So she was like fucking busting down borders. She's this beautiful beauty queen, but she's Hispanic. So it's, sense of pride that it's, she's busting down borders, as I said.
She's not, Texas, that's like blonde, big teeth, blue eyes. That's like usually what you're going to get out of a Texas beauty queen.
Right. And she is, she's not that. And she's the first in her family to graduate from college, which is a super big deal, huge accomplishment. So at 25 years old, she worked as a teacher for disadvantaged children, which she took a great pride in. Some of her students were so poor and came from the neighborhood where she had come from and had been able to get out of that they came to school barefoot. And Irene spent her first paycheck on buying those children clothes and books.
Yeah. So happens to this very day.
Right.
Even worse, I bet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's this really big-hearted, kind person. She is gorgeous, which isn't a reason why she shouldn't be a victim, but there's just this warmth coming from her. And she had a huge future that she earned.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen.
Look
and listen. Stop it. At the center of her life, though, is her devout Catholic faith. Mm-hmm. That's like her fucking thing. On April 16th, 1960, the day before fucking Easter Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Is Easter Saturday called a thing?
It's like chill out Saturday.
Doesn't sound like it.
It is. Palm, I don't know.
Chill the fuck out Saturday, the day before Easter. Well, go ahead.
Well, Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Good Friday's when he went up on that cross.
Okay.
It might be the Ascension. I don't know.
He chilled out on Saturday.
He got rolled on up into that tomb.
Yeah.
And then he was risen on Sunday.
Yeah, but Saturday he just hung out.
Well, Saturday was all up in that tomb.
Yeah.
People thinking he's dead, it's over.
Yeah, and he was like, you know what? I'm going to hide. Okay, I'm not going to get sacrilegious here.
We already have.
Real mad at me.
It's so sad because I've had this shit drummed into my head, but then of course, when it would be impressive, I can't pull it out.
But here's the thing, and today's the first night of Hanukkah. We rebelled against it because we hated it so much. So everything was drummed in our head. We're like, fuck you, I'm not remembering this.
Yeah.
And now we don't. Now we just don't know things.
Now just the guilt remains.
The guilt and the ignorance.
And the really good songs.
Ooh, yeah.
I got a bunch of those. Pieces Flowing Like a River. Anytime you want me to sing it to, I will.
Okay. Baruch atah. Let's fucking do this. Name a prayer. Okay. Okay. So on April 16th, it's fucking lazy Saturday, 1960. Irene she's 25. She borrows her family car to drive to their church, Sacred Heart Church, where she plans to go to confession. She leaves around 6:30 that evening. She's like, Mom, I'll be back. A bunch of witnesses see her get to church. Everyone's in line for confession. She gets in line as well, but no one sees her leave that church that day. She never came home that night. And the next morning, Easter Sunday.
That's right.
As you know.
He is truly risen.
He rises and her car is still parked down the street from Sacred Heart. The first clue comes 2 days later when one of Irene's high-heeled shoes is spotted by the side of the road. And 300 yards from there is her purse. It looks as if someone had like thrown it out the window of a passing car. There's no fingerprints on it. This crazy huge search ensues, including they dragged irrigation canals. They go house to house through the town. Border Patrol planes go fucking circling. 65 National Guardsmen are called out to assist what became at the time the most extensive investigation in Valley history.
Wow.
But it's not till 4 days later, after she disappeared, that Irene's body is found floating in a nearby irrigation canal. She's fully dressed except for her shoes and underwear are missing. The right side of her face is badly bruised. She had 2 black eyes, and the autopsy reveals that she had been beaten with a hard object and suffocated. The state of decomposition suggests that she'd been dead for fewer than 4 days, so maybe she had been kept somewhere for a day or so. And she had been raped while unconscious. Yeah. The local newspapers go fucking nuts with rumors and speculation. Everyone is like being fucking targeted or fingered, including this prominent local citizen who had died of a heart attack days after she disappeared, you know, or that had been transients, or someone had a crush on her because she was so beautiful, but she was also, you know, she was dating, but not, you know, she was Catholic. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Detectives questioned more than 500 people in the weeks following the murder. But behind the scenes, detectives, they don't talk about this in public, and the newspapers don't really talk about this. They are focusing on a 27-year-old priest named John Fite.
What?
Yeah. A priest. Okay. Fite, it's F-E-I-T, had recently finished his seminary training in San Antonio, and his name kept turning up in their investigation. So he had recently come into town. He was bright and well-mannered. He had dark hair and horn-rimmed glasses. He looked like he'd be in Weezer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah.
He struck parishioners, though, as aloof and a bit of a loner, and seemed ambivalent about his vocation. When he was asked why he had joined the priesthood, he said, I just want to give it a try. Fucking sorry. But if God isn't in that sentence, or Jesus, or some fucking...
You can't say that out loud.
No.
Was he new to Catholicism? You gotta like be in it to win it.
Like if anyone asked either of us why we wanted to do a true crime podcast, it would be like a passionate plea of how interested in fucking crime we are.
That's right.
And we're not.
And talking
to God, right. Mostly talking.
But also like to not, it's almost that very glib, flippant thing of
cocky.
Like, here's my funny joke. And like, really, it's none of your business.
Is
what he's saying.
Right.
Which you're not
like,
supposed to say to like,
anyone who's asking you is like being earnest and being like, tell me, I want to connect to you.
You're a priest. I'm looking for some fucking guidance and some wisdom.
Can I get a fucking...
Amen, please.
There you go. On the night of Irene's disappearance, Father Fite had heard confessions and taken part in a midnight mass. He'd also admitted to his superiors that he had met privately with Irene in the church rectory. And I wrote in parentheses, the house, because I didn't know what a rectory was. I thought it was an office, the church's office. I thought it was, you know, where he went and wrote out his... I thought it was an office. Well, it's a house.
Right.
I didn't know that.
It's the priest house but it's connected to the church. So it kind of is like an office.
Do all the priests live there or just the one like head priest?
It's kind of like case by case. Like in my hometown, at St. Vincent's, they live at the rectory. But you can also go there. Like at my mom's funeral, we went to talk to the priest in the rectory, like in a downstairs office.
Doesn't rectory sound like it should be like a side room office?
Well, it sounds like factory. It's where they're just churning out Jesus statues all day and night. But I mean, I think it's like, it's basically, you know, the church hall is where people like have their, you know, Sunday coffee clatches or whatever. The rectory is where you'd go and you're like, we need to plan a funeral. We need to plan a wedding.
There's some serious shit happening here.
This is the business. And then upstairs, the priests live.
And then it's the busybodies next door.
Yes.
Making fucking, I was going to say kugel, but they don't eat kugel.
No, they actually, they banned kugel long ago.
All right, I get it. So the rectory is, okay. And that was viewed by other priests as really inappropriate to take anyone, especially a fucking hot 25-year-old lovely woman. All right. So
well, yeah, because unless she has called, like if it was a parish business, she would have called like the lady that runs the office and been like, I need to make an appointment.
But this was for confessions specifically.
Oh yeah, no, you do that in the confession booth.
There's a booth that is titled for the thing she was doing.
They had people build it right into the church. So people
specifically,
you can sit there and pray and then look at people getting confession. That's the whole idea of confession.
Well, he took her to the rectory.
Gross.
Pass. Okay.
Yeah, it's
it's problematic.
Yes, it is.
Also, several churchgoers who stood in his confession line, which had fucking stalled out because he fucking picked her out and took her to the rectory to talk. That night, told detectives that he seemed to have been absent from the sanctuary for long periods of time. And another priest, Father John O'Brien, reported seeing scratches on his hands when they drank coffee together at midnight mass. Then detectives learned that on March 23rd, so that's 3 weeks before Irene disappeared and her body was found, that a woman had been attacked at a Catholic church 12 miles from that church. The one where Irene went to. 12 miles away. 20-year-old college student Maria America Guerrera had visited Sacred Heart Church in Edinburgh and noticed a young man with dark hair and horn-rimmed glasses, Weezer, sitting alone in one of the back pews. And in her mind, she was like, I think she had an immediate reaction to him. He made me nervous, but she was like, calm down, Maria. You're in the church. You're in the fucking house of God. Nothing can go wrong.
Right.
You know, she let her guard down.
Yeah.
Which is totally understandable.
In a church, of course.
In a church.
Yeah.
And when she went to the altar and knelt at the communion rail, a man grabbed her from behind and tried to put a rag over her mouth.
Holy shit.
Yeah. She fucking fought the shit out of him. And when he put his hand back over her mouth to silence her because she was screaming, she bit the shit out of his fingers until he drew blood.
Nice.
She drew blood.
Yes.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She ran out the side door of the church. She escaped. And in her sworn statement, she said that she thought her attacker was a priest. That was the first feeling she got.
Wow.
Which was very controversial.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I bet. Because this is the 50s or the 60s.
This is 1960. So we're technically still in the 50s. So I wrote about this, that this is a long time before the sexual allegations against priests started to come out and people believed them. This wasn't until the 90s that these allegations came out against priests sexually molesting children. And it wasn't even until way later that people believed them.
Well, and of course, horrible amazing documentary.
I wrote this down.
Is it the,
it's, Deliver Us from Evil.
And there's a guy in it that talks about when he got molested by a priest, being driven in the priest's car because he didn't have a dad. Mm-hmm. And so he's like, I'll take him out to ice cream or whatever, gets molested in the priest's car. The priest drops him off. He walks into the house, says to the mom what just happened. The mother slaps him across the face and says, how dare you ever say that? And then the priest continues visiting their house for years to come. It's the most upsetting. It's just children against adults. And there's everyone's like, no fucking way.
It's not even children against adults. It's children against God's chosen people. And these highly religious people, which I don't completely understand, which is why I was excited to talk to you about this, because you were raised Catholic. They're infallible.
Yes.
They are infallible. And you talking badly against a priest is talking badly against Jesus fucking Christ.
That's right.
Right.
It's like pre-Vatican II shit where it's like, it's old, like when the popes used to control everybody and they were the richest people and they fuck anything they wanted. And it was just all about power and money. And basically this is why people who were pedophiles went into the priesthood, because they went in with carte blanche.
And we're not saying that Catholicism is bad religion, that priests are bad people, that I'm not talking shit on any of this. It's just this reality of a really bad period that happened that we need to acknowledge.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I think at this point it's so been acknowledged. Most of the people that I know that are good Catholics and that are faith-based, like they still believe they have a relationship with God and spirituality, but most of the adults that I know, because of the stuff that's happened in the Catholic Church, are incredible. And I don't just mean like people my age. I mean like people my parents' age that are just so, it's like you can't look at that power structure and go, this should continue. This is going great. They've handled stuff great.
Right.
And it should continue. There are very few people that feel that way.
Right.
Because it's just so, what a horrible thing.
It's not, you can't give people absolute power like that.
No, not at all. Especially that access to families. Yeah. But I have to say this too, like, there are priests in St. Vincent's that are some of the best people I've ever met.
Absolutely.
And it's just that kind of like, it's almost like the bad ones steal the goodwill from the good ones.
Definitely.
Because those ones, it's like, what a great effect they have on people's lives.
Yes.
But that's how it all works.
Definitely. So, okay. So this is way before any of these things came to light. So at Sunday Mass after Irene's funeral, just to show you how protected priests were, the priest told the congregation that he knew there were rumors that a priest was involved in Irene's murder. And he said, quote, "It is impossible that a priest would commit a crime like this. Don't speak of it. Don't even let yourself think it."
He said that himself?
To the congregation.
Yeah.
Right? In late April, detectives drained the irrigation canal where they had found Irene's body, and on the bottom was a light green Eastman Coda slide viewer with a long black cord. So like a slide viewer.
Yeah,
like a picture viewer.
Like one of these? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
But like to the wall.
Oh, okay. Like a slideshow thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we call those Coda slide viewers at our house.
There is a photo of it online if you look it up. I mean, like of the actual one. So it's long cord on it. It's at the bottom of the irrigation canal where they think her body was thrown in, very close to it. And they also find a candelabra that belonged to the church. John Fite is like, "Oh yeah, I bought that Coda slide thing last summer." He is like, "Oh yeah, that was mine." And that candelabra belongs to the church. So what he probably strangled her with and what he probably hit her with a fucking head with is at the bottom of the fucking canal. And he raises his fucking hand and is like, "That's mine."
Wow.
Yeah.
Because kind of in the confidence of knowing no one can do anything about it.
Maybe. Who knows? Mm-hmm. So finally, the priest sits down with the detectives in early May. He provides of course, meticulous account of his actions on Easter weekend. He says that he had counseled Irene in the Sacred Heart Rectory. He said, "Yeah, I totally did that because she had some information she wanted to give me that was private. So that's why I brought her in there."
Because the confession booth, which is a muffled closet that no one can hear from the outside of, wasn't private enough.
She could only scream her confession is the problem.
Jesus.
No. He saw her leave though at whatever time. And then he had these like dumb excuses for why he had cuts on his hand. And he's like, "And goodbye." Polygraph tests implicate him in both Irene's murder and the attack on Maria Guerrera a couple weeks earlier. And in August, Father Fite is indicted for assault with intent to rape Maria Guerrera.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The jury though, motherfucking deadlocks, and the proceedings end in a mistrial. And so rather than face a second trial, in 1962, Father Fite pleads no contest to reduce charges of aggravated assault, gets fined $500, and that's it.
Takes that right out of the...
Goodbye.
He takes it right out of the church, the bucket.
What do they call it?
The collection plate.
Oh.
Now I'm losing all of my terminology.
There you go.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's the guy. Jesus Christ.
He's like, Jesus can see and hear you if you're trying to rape people in church.
Clearly, yeah.
You fucking lunatic.
Yeah. So it's now alleged that the district attorney at the time and church leaders cut a deal to stop the investigation into John Fite to protect the reputation of the church. Mm-hmm. Also, most elected officials at the time it's the Hidalgo County were Catholic, mostly elected leaders.
Yeah.
And it was at a time when none other than fucking Senator John F. Kennedy is running for president that year, who is a fucking Catholic.
That's right.
There's never been a Catholic president before. There's only one other Catholic that had ever been a nominee for president. Oh. In one of the major parties. He had lost. So,
Dewey? Was it Dewey?
I don't remember. I didn't even write it down.
No, that wasn't an honest question.
I don't think it was.
I wouldn't have known.
Oh. And anti-Catholic prejudice is fucking big time. So they're like, we need Kennedy to win. We're all fucking Catholics. And let's not give them a reason to hate Catholics.
Oh, okay. So like for political reasons.
Yeah. Including JFK being fucking elected.
Wow.
And like, it's Texas. It's a big fucking place.
God, that's so funny to think. I just always, it's just my own weird bias. Like I used to think everyone was Catholic. When I was a kid, I just assumed everyone was Catholic.
That's so interesting. Was there a lot of Catholic? Well, you went to a Catholic school.
I went to Catholic school, but also our town was just small and mostly Christian. Although then later on I learned that there was a big bunch of, Petaluma was like one of the biggest, receivers of immigrants after World War II of Jewish people who were running from the war, refugees. Thank you.
Where do they live now?
They still live there.
There's a lot of Jewish
There's a
people?
couple temples in Petaluma. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think one or two of the families had like chicken farms. So they're like, everybody go out and go work on the chicken ranch.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That could be a lie.
No. Nope. You said it. No, I believe it.
I'm almost positive I read that somewhere.
It's true.
It feels so true.
It feels really good in my heart.
Great.
Okay. So basically that means no murder charges are ever filed against Father Fite. And shortly after the killing, the church transfers him to a faraway monastery. So in the 60s, he spent some time at a treatment center for troubled priests in New Mexico and at monasteries in multiple states.
Hold the phone, please.
I will not.
I want to go to a treatment center for troubled priests
and kick them all in the dick.
Right. The horror movie that needs to be written out of that. I mean, like
the children come and attack and kill them all.
Oh my God.
It's like Children of the Corn, but at a fucking monastery for troubled
priests, where it's revenge. The children come out of the fields.
It's called You're in Trouble, Priests.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
I heard what you did this past summer.
Right. Yeah. Said Jesus.
Said Jesus to the Lord. Mm-hmm. That's fucked up. Mm-hmm. Everyone in that neighborhood where that place was just like, move away.
Well, remember when we watched what was the really great documentary on Netflix over the summer?
The Keepers?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he went and visited the house where all of the priests had gotten sent to, and they lived, and they were all child molesters and shit.
Yeah.
Keepers is still fucking great. Everyone should watch it.
It's so good.
Listen, if you want to have a binge weekend of terrible shit, you should watch Deliver Us from Evil, which you just need to watch. It's historical information that you need to know about. It's just fucking life lessons. And you just need to like calm your pessimism a little bit. Optimism. I
was going to say. Well, it also, it's that thing of, it feels like a very new cultural thing where it's like everybody's got to get real with the fact that true sociopaths and psychopaths move in this world in exactly these unexpected ways. They are baseball coaches. They are priests. They move into their Boy Scout.
They manipulate.
Yes.
And they're good at it.
They're good at it.
You're not, and you need to get okay with that.
Yes. You got to, if you are a single parent, you got to keep your eye double peeled. You got to triple check all the people that want to be in your child's life, all that stuff, which we're saying that to people who know it by heart. I mean, like that's...
Yeah, but you forget that shit, man. Like when it's you and your people and this, a guy you're dating, of course it's fine. You know what I mean? It's like...
Of course.
You don't think about it in terms of your own life. You think about it outside of you.
Yes. It's just I remember reading that Sports Illustrated thing about how many baseball coaches, like little league coaches, were pedophiles. And it's just the most frightening and insane thing.
I want to read that.
You got to read it.
What is it?
It's insane. I'm pretty sure it was at the cover of Sports Illustrated like 10 years ago.
Oh my God, I need to read that.
It's so crazy because it's then they're in the lives. They're right there with all the sports and everything's dude and sports and couldn't be safer.
And games, and we need to go to this and practices and shit.
then that's how they select the ones who don't have anybody that's going to come and beat the shit out of them if they do anything to the kid. that's how they spot vulnerable children and people who are, it's just the most fucked up thing ever.
Very awful. Also the movie Spotlight, which came out recently.
Amazing.
Is about that too. So have a nice binge weekend. And then watch Bob's Burgers. And Big Mouth.
God.
To get yourself to feel better.
Yes, Big Mouth is amazing.
Big Mouth's so good. Okay. New Mexico, monasteries. Oh, here's fun. At one point, here's fun.
Here's fun. Left turn.
At one point, he served as a supervisor charged with clearing priests for assignments to churches. So the priest who got sent to the fucking, you're a terrible person, get out of this town, they're gonna fucking murder you.
Yeah, the attempted rapist priest.
They sent him to these places in these monasteries, and our fucking friend John Fight was on the fucking clearinghouse to let them go back into the goddamn world.
Good.
This motherfucker.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Just good decisions all around being made. Everybody.
Absolutely.
At every level.
We have one open seat. Who should we fill with? John Fight.
Oh, wait, is the devil not available? Okay, then.
Right. So one of the men that he held clear for parish was James Porter, who isn't the guy from Deliver Us from Evil, but could be. A child molester convicted of assaulting more than 100 victims who was a priest. He was like, get him back in there.
Yep.
You're in the game. You fucking dick. Okay. John Fight left the priesthood in 1972 and moved to Phoenix, worked as an insurance salesman, got married, had kids and grandkids. Lives a fucking normal goddamn life.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Irene's parents, Nick and Josefina Garza, they both passed away in the 90s without ever seeing anyone prosecuted for Irene's murder. But they were assured by people in the church that Father Fight, who they always fucking suspected, would be punished by the church if they found out anything had been done. And they were assured that this was a bigger sentence handed than any court could hand down. And so they're like, okay, great. Cause they still fucking believe in the Catholic Church. Cause they were fucking Catholics.
Well, yeah.
So April 2002, let's jump ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
42 years after the murder of Irene Garza, a former monk named Dale Tashney, who had left the priesthood more than 30 years earlier to marry, suddenly he gets a fucking conscience.
Oh.
He says that in the summer of 1963, he was asked to counsel John Fight while John stayed at the monastery where this guy Dale was a fucking monk. During their 6 months of counseling, John Fight told Tashney of the night that Irene died. This guy called the fucking investigator and was like, let me tell you something. He told him that Father Fight had asked her to come to the church rectory, had heard her confession. And after the confession, he had restrained Irene, maybe bound and gagged her. He had fondled her breasts. And before he returned to the sanctuary to hear confessions, he had moved her to the rectory basement. And later that evening, he moved her to another location. Then on Easter Sunday, so she's still alive. Then on Easter Sunday, he put Irene in a bathtub and placed a bag over her head. And as he was leaving the bathroom, he heard her say, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And then Tashney said when he came back later on that day or early evening, he found her dead in the bathtub. And then that night, he put her in a car and took her and dropped her off along a roadside where there was a canal. Tashney had kept it to himself out of a sense of religious obligation for more than 4 decades. He didn't tell anyone.
It's like he confessed to him and you can't. In terms of being a priest that hears confession, you're not allowed to repeat it.
I mean, I feel so grateful that he came forward and said stuff, but at the same time, it's like, this man murdered this woman. Then that's not a priest. Then that's not a priest anymore. The man who murdered someone doesn't get to have that.
No,
anymore.
But everybody gets it. It's not just for priests. That's like they're talking to God through you and you don't get to intervene.
Yeah.
Because they're asking for forgiveness. And so you have to be that no matter what somebody says to you as a priest, you have to say you're forgiven.
Well, he was counseling him, so it wasn't confession. I mean, I don't know if technically, yeah.
Well, I bet you they'd say it was just for the protection.
Right.
But the other thing is, wasn't she found brutally beaten?
Yeah.
So that's bullshit,
She was beaten and raped while unconscious. So clearly he left some shit out.
Yeah.
Or they just didn't tell you everything in this article.
Yeah.
That's too much.
But I would bet you that, like, he's basically saying, well, I just did a couple things.
I walked away and she died.
And then it's unfortunate. Like, he's basically telling the story to this other priest, like, too bad that happened, as opposed to... you violently fucking attacked this woman.
Well, one of the things that Tashney said was he didn't show what I would consider to be compunction or sorrow or grief or anything like that. So, he had kept him to himself. And then at this point in 2002, he's in his 70s and he had a change of heart. And he was like, I'll fucking testify. Like, let's do this. Yeah. Wow. Which is incredible. So Texas Rangers then begin to reinvestigate the case. When he's contacted, Fight, who's now 69-year-old, says that man doesn't exist anymore and he won't say anything else. Like
the man who raped and murdered a woman? Yeah, he does, dude.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, he's in you.
So Rangers also interviewed Father O'Brien, who back then was like, I saw scratches on his hands. And he tells the Rangers that a few months after the murder, Fight, he had confronted Fight about whether he had killed Irene, and the priest had told him everything. So he too was like, yep, I know everything. I'll fucking testify.
Oh shit.
And yeah, he'll tell everything. So,
and I would say this too. This was back. I think that people very rarely broke that. Like, if I'm giving you confession, you're like, basically you have to forgive me at the end. You don't get to say anything. That's in like, police TV shows all the time.
Is that not true anymore?
Well, no, I'm saying, I think back then no one would ever break it. Whereas nowadays, I think it's like now everyone's seeing the reason that rule is put into place, maybe not have been for the best reasons.
Right.
Or that there were many more people that would exploit it than anyone would expect.
Yeah, that's true.
Am I getting Catholic defensive? Sorry.
That's okay. So then in July 2002, the Brownsville Herald ran a front page story on Irene's murder and the suspicion about John Fight. And so Hidalgo County District Attorney Irene Garza was asked if he planned to pursue an indictment in the case, because they were like, we have all this fucking evidence now, including 2 people who he told murdered Irene, and they're willing to testify. And this guy, Renee, was like, said, quote, can it be solved? Well, I guess if you believe that pigs can fly, anything is possible. And then he said, why would anyone be haunted by her death? She died. Her killer got away. So he fucking flippantly...
Who is this guy?
This guy, Irene Garza. He's a fucking Hidalgo? No, wait.
Hidalgo?
Thank you. Oh my God.
I only say that because of the movie starring Viggo Mortensen about him and his horse.
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo, yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. So at the time, so then he got all this negative publicity and he's like, okay, fine.
Sorry, he was the prosecutor though?
He was the district attorney.
Oh, okay.
So so he got all this negative publicity because her fucking family's still alive. Her parents aren't, but the rest of her family's like, we fucking care that she died.
Yeah.
So in 2004, he has 2 of his prosecutors present the evidence to a grand jury to indict John Fight, but they don't fucking call either of those priests to testify. The ones who he told that he killed them. And so, of course, in 2004, the jury declined to indict him and no-billed the case. So that was the chance to fucking finally, before John Fight dies, to get him held responsible for the murder of Irene.
And those 2 priests had said that they would testify.
They wanted to. They were waiting by the fucking phone to be called up to testify.
And they just didn't do it.
They didn't call them. And it turns out, of course, Irene Garza was Catholic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So 10 fucking years later, in 2014, there's a district attorney's race in Hidalgo County. And finally, Renee gets fucking beat by Ricardo Rodriguez. And in his race, he promised he would re-examine the case if elected.
Oh, shit.
So fucking Ricardo is elected.
Wow.
Great. They spent a year and 2 months re-examining the case and all the evidence. And more than 57 fucking years after the murder of Irene Garza, 83-year-old John Fight is finally fucking arrested in Arizona for first-degree murder. Former monk Dale fucking Tashney, 88 years old, fucking testifies.
Dang it.
88 years old.
Now, when you say monk, does it say anything else about that, him being a monk?
There's just a photo of him with that hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got the robes and the hair, and you're like, oh, honey, you must have been dedicated, because my God. He looks like he's on Spaceballs.
I'm just trying to figure out what that is, if he's like a Christian brother or what like his specific deal was.
I'm sure it's very involved, but I don't understand.
Okay.
I just knew that it was like a monk, but it was like priests were hanging out with him.
Yep.
I don't know.
He's just in a different kind of like setup.
Catholic thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he made wine.
The hair though.
Yep. Oh
My God. So Dale, what's up? 88-year-old Dale testifies against him. December 8th. What's the date today? The 12th?
Yes.
December fucking 8th, 2017. Fucking 4 days ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. After a 6-day trial in the Hidalgo County Courthouse in Edinburgh, a jury fucking convicted John Fite,
Whoa,
now 85-year-old ex-priest, of murdering Irene Garza, and he received a life sentence in prison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this just fucking came out.
That's incredible.
1960 is when it happened, and fucking, what are we, 2017?
Yeah.
If she were still alive today, Irene would be 83 years old. In a letter written to a friend right before she died, she stated that she's happier than she's ever been, and said to her friend, remember the last time we talked, I told you I was afraid of death? Well, I think I'm cured. You see, I've been going to communion and mass daily, and you can't imagine the courage and faith and happiness it's given me. And that's the story of the murder of Irene Garza by motherfucker John Fite.
Wow. I can't believe that ended well.
I know, right?
It never happens
No.
in the Catholic Church. Every time it's a Catholic Church story,
Yeah.
it frustrates you. It disgusts you.
Well, cold cases too.
Goes crazy. Yeah.
So
true.
he's like in one of those walkers in court that are also chairs.
Yeah.
You know, that you see.
Yeah.
Trying to look all old. And he a couple of things he said when he got arrested were like, I don't understand. This happened in 1960. Like his excuse of, I don't understand this was happening now. This was so long ago. And this woman says to him, there's no statute of limitations on murder. Like, he's trying to play it off like this was so long ago.
Yeah. Why are you guys making a big deal about this?
Yeah, exactly. He's acting like a confused old man.
Yeah.
When he's a fucking sexual predator and murderer.
Well, also,
It doesn't matter how old he is.
it doesn't matter how old he is. It doesn't matter what his opinion
Or
about
that he's
it
a
is.
grandpa or whatever. It sucks
his
for
confusion
them.
is not relevant.
No.
You already were confused. That's why you're like this.
Yeah.
So your opinion about it and how you see it is not valid, because according to you, no one's life matters,
Right.
and any woman is
Some woman
an
who
object
died
you get
in
to grab.
1960. Who cares? No.
Yeah. No. A lot of people care.
Yeah.
A lot of people care, and a lot of people are tired of people like that guy exploiting positions of not just power, but automatic trust.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that thing. That's what's so gross.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going into a church, or like, I can't imagine going into a church and getting a creepy vibe of like, oh no, the guy that works here is scaring me.
Yeah.
That's the exact opposite of how churches are supposed to work.
Well, there should be no such thing as automatic trust.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. But even, your fucking pediatrician or your fucking, your, what's it called? Anything. There's no such thing anymore.
Right.
And there never was. We just let it happen.
Right.
And
yeah.
It's okay to just be aware.
Be careful and thank God for the internet and checky.
Check everyone's fucking
Everything.
record.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Such a good story.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
That was an intense episode.
I know. Yeah. That was a lot of feelings.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Ka'Chava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Ka'Chava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Ka'Chava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Ka'Chava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Ka'Chava, Kachava.com, code MFM. Go to Ka'Chava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye.
Bye. Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Okay, we're back. What are the updates for this case?
John Fate was incarcerated at the WJ Estelle unit in Huntsville, Texas, and died of natural causes on February 12th, 2020. So pretty recently, actually. On Buried Bones, also, Kate and Paul cover the murder of Irene Garza on their episode called Sacred Heart. So a lot of Kate Winkler Dawson getting in there and being professional.
Yeah, it's a Texas story.
That's right.
So it's probably one that would be closer to her heart.
Right.
Okay, well, it's time to get into good things of the week then.
Let's do it.
Anything good this week for you?
I guess it was so fun to do those live shows. I had such a good time.
You can say we. I did too.
Speaking for you. But like, it's just such a joy to have that be a job.
It's insane.
Because I'm always prepared. Like, I really hate leaving my house and I hate leaving my dogs and I get a little stressy for that. But it's always just that we have so much fun. And then there's people that just like give us really nice presents and say really nice things. One thing that I guess gets me is a lot of people talk to me about my mom.
Yeah.
And it's
that gets brought up a lot.
It gets brought up a lot of like, it's young women who are like, I'm a psych nurse. Yeah. Or I'm studying to be a nurse.
But there's a lot of my mom passed away recently too. And you really helped me.
Yeah.
Just by talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's, I don't know. It's, you know, it's cool when we get to go out and hear from people about like the meaning of things, because to us, it's like, I just go, oh, well, I just did a very interesting murder case in a mediocre manner in our way. And then we talked about a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, I don't know. It just is very meaningful. It's just like such a nice feeling. Yeah. You know, we have like lots of friends we don't know.
As we say at the end of every show, it's like, we thank you guys for letting us do this as a job. The two of us are fucking blown away by the fact that our lives have turned into this incredible thing because of this podcast that we started on a fucking whim.
It's super weird. It's super weird.
It is.
And fun.
We didn't expect this.
Yeah.
We are in awe of all of you guys who are like these incredible people
and like showing up. Like, I barely leave my house to do anything. So like when I stand there and like it's like a theater full of people who have all like went and bought tickets and showed up, and some have signs and some have it's just crazy.
Funny shirts they made. And cookies
and crafts and mugs.
Yeah.
And it's just really, I just feel super lucky.
Every time we come home from a trip, or anytime we go on a fucking trip for the show, it's It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's so fun.
And so I think we're about to end the year with 100th episode.
Yes.
So I guess maybe it's just thank you guys for letting us do this incredible thing. This year has been fucking bananas and awesome, and we're honored.
It's incredible.
It's beautiful. We fucking appreciate it so much.
We really do. And thank you. And thanks for, I don't know. Thanks for liking it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is.
What's your thing?
That's it.
Same thing?
I'm going to go samesies.
Share. Are we going to do sharesers?
We're going to shame it. We're going to shame.
We're going to shame share.
Shame share.
Okay, cool. I love it.
I do too.
Okay, we're back.
We are back. I think it's interesting. I know you have a different opinion than me about the live shows. So is that because I'm just, my good thing of the week is I'm grateful that I get to do live shows.
I love the live shows. I don't like the travel touring part.
Oh, gotcha.
Actually, and that's not even true because Vince gets to come, so it's great. Like,
we've fine-tuned it now.
We have.
It's gotten much better.
But it was really fun when it was the three of us on this adventure. It's totally fun. It just got exhausting to come home, then have 2 or 3 days getting ready to leave again.
Yes.
And then another crazy 5 days of traveling and working and,
And it kept going. Like it wasn't, we would plan like a 3-month tour and then it would get tacked on. So we started really becoming, I hate to say it, road dogs. I hate to say it.
You'd love to say it.
I did love to say it and I love to do it.
It's, I don't know what point we were like, hey, maybe we should stop looking for the cheapest hotels and actually stay somewhere that we are excited about. Give us something to look forward to.
Yes. It was the hotel near the airport in Palm Beach that the entire hotel smelled like chlorine. And that's when you said it first.
I did.
Because I wanted to say it, but I was like, well, I will spend money. And you go, we're always going to stay in nice hotels now because makes it too hard.
I became a diva about it. I was like, if we're going to do this, I want there to be this like little shining part of it that we're excited about.
Where there's not a strong smell that keeps you up at night. Yeah.
And like
that shiny
wing fucking bones in the hallway.
That place was legendary.
Yeah, it was great.
It was underwater.
It changed us.
It was just a pool. We were hallucinating. We were just sleeping in a pool.
Slept in a pool.
Okay, so this episode we entitled Shin Kick. But today, if we were naming it, we could call it, of course, Sounds of the Podcast Train, which is how we started being.
Of the podcast train. That's hilarious.
The Sounds of the Podcast Train.
Clumsily clumbering.
Legendary.
Uh-huh.
Also, Wingdings was made for us was very true. Of course, all up in that tomb where I'm describing to you about Easter.
Has that ever been said?
All up in that tomb.
In the history about Jesus?
I mean,
I don't think so.
It's possible that maybe some Christian rappers did it in the 90s.
Sure.
Could be. I'm ripping them off.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it, right?
I think that's this week's episode of Rewind. Okay. We have done it. Let's say goodbye and let Elvis say goodbye from the Podloft in 2017. Well, then stay sexy. And don't get murdered. Goodbye. Bye. Elvis? Want a cookie? That was a definitive yes. You want a cookie? A cookie?
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins. That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch. That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe. I'm Nancy Glass, host of the Burden of Guilt Season 3 podcast.
This is a story about a horrendous situation that destroyed 2 families. It's a scorched earth war that shows just how far someone will go to get what they want.
Cindy said I had to choose between the truth and my family, and I had to choose the truth.
Listen to Season 3 of Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Betrayal Weekly is back with brand new stories. From threatening text messages disturbing a small Midwestern town.
It was from an unknown number. Who else is getting these messages? Why did it start with us?
To long cons and stolen identities.
Who lies about being this sick? This was the last time I ever believed a word she said.
Listen to Betrayal Weekly on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.